Hey everyone, today we're checking out the OrcaTorch D710 dive light. This is my new primary go-to dive torch. I absolutely love it. It comes with a nice packaging with a carry handle here. Let's unzip it, see what's inside. I've already been playing around with it and using it for the past month or so. I took it on a liveaboard trip with me to the Bahamas, which was great. So I did change a few things out already. Most of it's still the same in the packaging. You'll see that it comes with 2 batteries that are 5,000 capacity each. That makes it really good for when you want to use one. You can swap out the other one and keep one charging. That way you always have one to use. I was able to pretty much go the whole day on the liveaboard, 4 dives per day off of one battery, and then I would swap it out the next morning and charge the other one. Really good. I believe on the lowest setting you are going to get about 8 hours, just under 8 hours if you use the lowest setting, which most of the time it's all you need, especially during the day. Would be great for just, capturing videos or footage. If you need that extra light to light up coral reefs or whatnot, then the lowest setting is all you're really going to need. And on the lowest setting, like I said, you get about just under 8 hours on one battery. And then you could swap it out with the second battery if it's already charged, and you got another 8 hours to go. Up from there, I believe it goes to 4 hours on the medium setting, just under 4 hours, and then just under 2 hours on the highest setting. And then there is turbo mode, but I don't really know. I didn't leave turbo mode on the whole time and test it, but I'm guessing you'd probably get under, an hour, maybe less on turbo mode, probably half hour. But yeah, so you actually get the dive torch itself up here. Really great. It does come with a lanyard. That is the one thing I did swap out right away. It comes with one of the wrist lanyards that you can put around your wrist. I prefer the bolt snaps instead. That way I can just clip it off to my BC or one of my side pockets, and then I'm good to go whenever I need it. It does also fit in the glove. OrcaTorch does sell a glove that you can mount lights to. I tested it out there. I have one of their gloves, and it easily slides in, and it would sit right up here on your wrist and hand. And then I'll clip it off to the glove just so it doesn't slide out and stuff like that if it does. So I prefer the bolt snaps. I threw it on here. It does come with a lanyard if you like the lanyards instead, but just personal preference. The torch itself goes one battery inside, and you have the switch, the side switch right here, which does a couple functions that we'll get into later. The next thing it comes with up here is it comes with a charger. This is just a standard USB-C charging cable. And these batteries do not use a charging station, they plug in. So you just plug the battery directly in to the cable there, and then you would plug this into your charging block. That's how you charge it. A little red dot will come on here when it's charging, and then once it's fully charged, it will turn green. And then that's when you know it's fully charged. Unplug it. You can charge your other one that same way. There are other cables that you could get online that are longer if you prefer a longer cable, or if you want to charge both at the same time using one cable, they'll have like a Y split end where you can charge both batteries at the same time. But like I said, for me, what I did was I was using one battery in the flashlight diving, and then I was charging the other one, so just the one cable is fine for me. Other than that, you get the user manual. You get the little brochure here for all their other lights that they have. which is really cool. I own a few of their lights and love all of them. Definitely worth checking out. There's also, you know, warranty and all that information on there as well. And then you get a baggie that has 3 extra O-rings in it for the flashlight. So if you ever need to replace a O-ring, they got you covered. Can never have too many O-rings as a scuba diver. Next up, we'll actually put the battery in the flashlight. So to open this up, it's just a simple twist the top head of the flashlight. And then you just stick your battery right in there. The flat side goes down, and the top side that has the charging port is at the top where the head of the flashlight is. You'll also see in here that there are 3 O-rings, which is a really nice feature about this flashlight. Most other flashlights I've seen only come with 1 or 2 O-rings. This one has 3 O-rings right there, and they looks like they also come pre-lubricated as well. We'll just screw that back on. And that's the flashlight. To turn it on, it's pretty simple. You just press the button right here and it will go to the highest setting. And you can probably see that behind me. We do a, I did do a video of in a dark basement room, which I'll show you guys after this, which basically goes over all the different modes and their brightnesses so you can see them in a dark basement room. And I also got some footage in the coral reef that you'll be able to see as well. So this is the brightest mode. And then on top of that, there is a turbo mode, which is brighter than the brightest mode. And if we just hold down the button, you'll see that it gets brighter. And that's the turbo mode. As soon as you let go of the button, it turns off turbo mode. So it is a press and hold to use turbo mode. Turbo mode's nice if you really need to just get that extra brightness to see something, especially during night dives. I didn't really use it during the day for day dives because obviously it was bright enough, but if you're in like a cavern or a shipwreck or something, or a night dive, turbo mode could be pretty useful. So from the brightest mode, if we go down one more, just press the button again. This is our medium mode. And then when we press it down from that, we got our lowest mode. So again, this is our brightest. I wrote down the lumens here. So the high setting is 1700 lumens. The super setting, super boost mode, or whatever you want to call it, turbo mode. If we press that down, that's the full 3000 lumens. So again, 1700 lumens, 3000 lumens, 1700 lumens. And if we go down, that one is 800 lumens. And then the lowest one is 400 lumens. And 400 lumens on this flashlight is still really bright because of the beam. So during the day when I just needed photos and needed to add some colors of the coral, the low setting of 400 was all I needed just to get that brightness in the corals. But during the night dives, I did keep it on the high setting most of the time, just while I was looking around. Very useful for night, especially caverns. If you're cavern or cave certified, this is a great little flashlight for that as well. Great primary light, pretty small. Like I said, you can mount it to your wrist I suppose you could also, if you have a helmet, you could also mount it up to your helmet pretty easily. Or it's just another great backup light if you need another secondary backup light. This is great and compact enough where you could just put in a pocket somewhere, maybe a dry suit pocket, BC pocket. Yeah, clip it off behind you, whatever you need to do. Great flashlight, like I said. I use it as my primary a lot. And I like the clip off with the bolt snap instead of the lanyard. So that is one upgrade I would recommend. But other than that, this is an awesome flashlight. And excited to show you guys the actual footage in a dark room and on the coral reef as well. So stick around for that next. And just like that, that is the OrcaTorch D710. Great little dive torch, great primary dive torch. Like I said, I use it for my primary torch, and I highly recommend it. OrcaTorch makes some really good products, guys. Definitely give it a check out, and if you're in the market for a new dive torch, OrcaTorch has you covered.